Okay, so guys, welcome back. Yeah, welcome back to Second Life, and well, I'm here in where am I? I'm here in Aloha Shores, the Ghost Line Romantic Ballroom. PG, no adult anime or nudity. Aloha Shores, and I'm here for the. I'm going to try out the weekly fishing that is happening here. It runs every 45 minutes, every hour. And the one that has the, I guess, the highest score at the end of the week wins. The scores are not added up. The system selects the highest score that was registered or achieved by a participant, and if that was you, then you'll win the weekly competition. Okay, so this one is starting in 2 minutes. It is starting in 2 minutes. I guess I can start casting now. Just making sure if I'm baited. Just enabled automatic casting. And there you go. We are now casting. Also, my avatar is using my Valentine's Day fishing rod, which you can buy in the marketplace for a few Linden dollars. You can see what's happening in chat. It's displayed on screen. There is a gray avatar to the left because I had to mute the avatar because they are playing commercial music, and as you know, when you are streaming, you can't play or use commercial music. And right now, the music that you are listening to, it's from NCS or No Copyright Sounds, which I later found out is not actually, well, it's somewhat true, but not entirely. Because I had a stream in Twitch, and the stream, when it became a VOD or a VOD, it was heavily muted, and I was using NCS music. I don't know if that is for Twitch only, and I hope it is, because I don't want to get a copyright claim in YouTube or in other channels or websites.
I'm always trying to see through your flaws, 'cause I know that you got so much more to give. You made a real mess, but I miss you though. Yes, I can go to sleep when I'm alone again. Say you wanna fix our problems. How long should I be waiting? Feels like I've had too much of drama. but I'm not ready to give in. Sometimes I feel good tight. I start wondering how I could make it last a little longer. Say you wanna fix our problems.
Anyway, if I get the high score in this one, that would be great. If not, then it's great as well. I'm not going to spend a lot of bait because bait costs money. And the reason people are participating in fishing contests, 7 seas fishing contests, is to earn Linden dollars. And if you're not earning Linden dollars and you're losing Linden dollars from buying bait, then what are we doing? Oh my goodness, I only have 16 points in this contest. It's not going well. So again, this is just the weekly contest here in Ghost Lion Ballroom dance club. Well, it's not a dance club, it's just a ballroom. They do have a regular fishing contest that is not weekly. This one is their weekly fishing contest. Again, if you are interested in the custom fishing rod that I'm using, it's called Valentine's Day fishing rod, and you can get it in the marketplace for a few Linden dollars. It's not very expensive, especially if you are into seven seas fishing and virtual fishing, because virtual fishing you can turn the fishing rod invisible.
And now it's just like, man, you got to have that time where you just like disconnect from from the scene, just the race. Like, and it's a race that I've created in my head, you know. But you have to step away from it.
Again, the fishing rod that I'm using is a custom fishing rod, and it's called a the Valentine's Day fishing rod. See, I forgot what it's called already. If you're wondering who made the feed rod, well, it's one of those fishing rods that I made. This one, I believe, was in 2011. Over 10 years ago. Unfortunately, I can only build things using Second Life's basic building tools. I have no knowledge of making things in mesh, unfortunately. Mesh is the I guess what most objects today are made of. They are made of mesh. They are created externally using a 3D program like maybe Blender, and I tried learning it. The problem is it's too overwhelming. The interface, at least for me, is very overwhelming. And it was very hard for me to learn, unfortunately. Second Life already has a learning curve for new residents or users or avatars, but it is still 100 times easier to learn than a 3D program like Blender. Again, the custom fishing rod is called the Valentine's Day fishing rod, and if you are interested in getting it, maybe as a gift or just for yourself, you can get it in the marketplace for a few Linden dollars. It's not very expensive, and you can use it together with your 7 Seas invisible fishing rod or with virtual fishing, but you'll need to turn your fishing rod invisible. You can also use it with any fishing rod that you can turn invisible. Also, if you are looking for more 7 Seas fishing contests, you can go to my place in Second Life, because right now I'm currently running a weekly fishing contest as well. But the fishing contest that I'm running is much more different than this one, because in this one the scores don't stack, but the fishing contest that I'm running, the scores do stack. So at the end of the week, the one with the most points will win. At least the top five. The top 5 fishers will win some Linden dollars. Right now, the pot has 200 Linden dollars. That is if you are interested. Again, you can just drop by my place in Second Life. If you don't know where that is, just go and search for, I guess, my name, and you'll find it. For this fishing contest, the score to beat is 178. 178. That is the score to beat. If my avatar could place on the top 5, I would be very happy with that because at least I'll get something. Because beating 178 in 45 minutes is going to be very, very difficult.
Bit by bit, creative imagination began to build a new art form. Makes me feel I belong to something.
And look at that, there are now 2 of my avatars on the screen. I usually use the right side, or I use it when clipping the video for a short, maybe, because they just recently added shorts in Rumble. Again, the fishing rod that I'm using is a custom fishing rod. It's called the Valentine's Day fishing rod, and you can get it in the marketplace for a very few Linden dollars. You can use the custom fishing rod, Valentine's Day fishing rod, with a 7 Seas invisible fishing rod, and you can also use it with virtual fishing by turning the fishing rod invisible. It says in chat 25 minutes to go, and my score is 70 points. Is that good enough? Well, if I could get 110 more points, then it would, but if not, we will find out. Again, the score to beat is 178. Someone, I don't know when, but someone got 178 points in 45 minutes. That is the score to beat. So it says there, halfway, we are at the halfway mark. If my score is only 70, if you multiply that by 2, at most I'll get 140 points, which is not close to 178 points. It's not even close. Am I going to try again? Maybe not, because that means buying another bait bucket, and baits in 7 Seas are not cheap. They're not cheap. I also don't have a lot of Linden dollars to burn, unfortunately. Although I'm looking at my Linden dollars now, I thought last time it was at 900, but now it's over 1,000. I don't know what happened. Maybe somebody bought an item from my marketplace store. Hold on, I'm just going to check. Okay, so someone bought my donation gold meter. Well, it's an old item that I still have listed for 298. Someone bought my donation with gold meter. I hope he knows what he is doing, because I'm not going to delist my items even if they're old. But sometimes they would get like a negative review, and let's see. My newer items are cheaper, but my older items, I haven't really changed the prices. They still have the same prices as when I first listed them in the marketplace. And I've gotten like a few negative reviews because it's already 2026, and I guess they're not expecting items like that in 2026 that are, I guess you can say, prehistoric. That is one issue I have with the marketplace, is that it doesn't show the listing date of the item. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Maybe it's there, but because sometimes when I'm searching, I would search for the best selling items, and I would see a lot of older items. Even if I sort the list or the search results by rating, I would always see old items because most of them have very high ratings. Also, if thanks to the marketplace, you don't need to have a very large in-world store. Back in the day, my land was, although it was like provided for free, it was, I believe it was around 4,000, over 4,000 square meters. And then it went down to maybe 2,000 square meters. And then when I started paying for land rent, my land was around at least 10, 24 square meters. And then it got smaller to 512 square meters. And right now the land I'm renting is only 256 square meters. It's very small, very small. It can only hold 100, over 100 land impacts. That is why I can only place most of the items I used on the land are only one land impact, except maybe for the building which I made, which is right now is around 11 land impacts. The building is only 10 land impacts, but with the border, so that added another land impact. And then there are 3 stairs. I guess for the building alone, I'm already using 14 land impacts just for the building alone.
Desire, burning like a fire. What you gonna do when it crumbles down? Won't you get higher, down to the wire? Will you let it burn till we almost drown? Higher, goodbye, honey, where do we lie? Where you're headed, am I going there too? I don't wanna ask why, wanna give this a try with you. And if you wanna go, I'll follow. I won't let you go alone, 'cause it's a big pill to swallow, but you won't do it on your own. And if you wanna go, I'll follow. I won't let you go alone. I don't care what happens now, where we go, I'll find out. If you wanna go, I'll follow.
Again, guys, if you are interested in the custom fishing rod, it's called Valentine's Day fishing rod, and it's available in the marketplace for only a few Linden dollars. And right now I'm here in the Ghost Lion Romantic Ballroom in Second Life, participating in the weekly fishing contest. At least one round of their weekly fishing contest. Back in 2009, maybe 2007, I forgot when Seven Seas first started. Let's just say 2009. Seven Seas was very, very popular. And since then, the popularity of Seven Seas has fallen off. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, maybe it's just my own bias, I believe Celestial Butterfly is the most popular among similar types of fishing type games. Even though in Celestial Butterfly you are catching butterflies, the mechanic is pretty much the same as virtual fishing. I still prefer virtual fishing because virtual fishing, the system doesn't track your avatar using your IP address. And with virtual fishing, you can withdraw your money from the HUD. You don't have to go to the ATM and open a browser. Again, that is how games like Fish Hunt, Celestial Butterfly, Magic Fishing, Lindo, and others, Crystal Craze, that is how they know if you have other avatars in their system. Once you open that browser, you don't see it, but it has a lot of information in the header. Of course, there's the basic header information, and then there are other information, including your IP address and your avatar's name. So if you log in to another avatar and you click on the same link again, then they'll know that based on the IP address, they'll know that you own both avatars. If you have like 10 avatars, they would know that they're owned by the same person or individual in real life. So if you're wondering how they know you have another account with them, that is how they know. And for me, that is a breach of privacy, even though they have it in the TOS. Yeah, they don't hide it. It's in their TOS. But I find it rather creepy. I have no problems sending my information or telling or giving my information to Linden Lab because it's a legit company which you can actually sue if something bad happens. But with those operating mini games within Second Life, we don't really know who they are. Most of them don't even list their own names because they just use their avatar's name in their operation. Unless, of course, you're this big land baron. I forgot their name. Because they are operating an actual business. So they are registered in real life as well. Again, at least for me, it's a breach of privacy that they can use against you. But with virtual fishing, there's no such thing as virtual fishing tracking your avatar. They say it's prone to botting, which is not, because virtual fishing also has an anti-AFK or botting feature like the other games. Unless they have a bot that can actually see the dialogue box and what's being asked. And if there's such a bot, then it would also work with the other fishing games. Less than 10 minutes to go, and I looked. My avatar has less than 120 points. There is no way I'm going to beat that 178 points. There is no freaking way. Anyway, you can't say I did not try. I did try. It's just that, again, when you're fishing with 7 Seas, it's all RNG. It's very random. Sometimes you'll get high points. Sometimes you'll get low points. Sometimes other avatars are just more lucky than you are. They're getting big points while you are getting 1 or 2 pointers. It's all RNG. That is also the reason why I'm not a fan of autocasting in 7 Seas, because it totally eliminated or removed any semblance of skills. Because before autocasting, if you want to cast, you'll need to press F2 manually. So you'll need to learn the correct timing of when to cast. Although there are already gesture-based autocasters, but those don't run forever, and sometimes they fail, which means if you are up against people who are using gestures and you are manually casting, but you were able to perfect the timing, the chance of you winning is much higher. But now, since autocasting has been built into the rod, it's all RNG, and it also enabled botting, because now you can just have an avatar sitting there casting and casting and casting without interacting with it once you execute your casting. Before you'll have to at least press a button on your keyboard, maybe once or twice. If you can create a gesture that runs for 30 minutes. Okay, it says there 5 minutes to go, and my avatar have 125 points. Unfortunately, that is not gonna win anything. That is the truth about this particular round. Again, I'm not going to do another round. It's almost gambling. It is almost gambling. And your token, the token that you use are bait, because bait, they're not free. You'll need to buy bait. So every time you lose a round, you buy a bait, you lose a round, you buy bait, you lose a round, you buy bait, and then at the end of the contest, you did not place, then you did not win anything. It's a gamble. It is a gamble. And unfortunately, I'm not a gambler. I will give it a shot, and if that shot failed or fails, then unless someone could, guarantee that I'll win, I'm moving on. I'm not going to spend a lot of Linden dollars on bait and something that is I'm not guaranteed to get back or win anything. Again, it's basically gambling. Because what is the skill involved if you say it's not gambling? It's all RNG. That is why, if you are wary of your privacy, I would suggest you stick with virtual fishing or even seven seas fishing. Because seven seas fishing, the contests are all done manually. It is set up by somebody, another avatar. Although there are now auto starters or board starters that automatically starts a fishing contest, but still the promotion and hosting is done manually, and the system or the game seven seas will not track your avatar with your IP address. It said there that 1 minute left to go. There is 1 minute left in the contest, or at least in this round. Okay, I got 138 points. Okay, and I didn't even place first for this round. Anyway, that's it for this one. I just turned off auto casting. You can see right there, auto casting disabled. Okay, so there you go. That's I guess you can say seven seas fishing. This is the weekly seven seas fishing here in the Ghost Lion Romantic Ballroom. And if you're interested in the custom fishing rod that my avatar is holding, again, it's called the Valentine's Day fishing rod, and you can get it in the marketplace for a few Linden dollars. So I guess that's it for this one. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.